More mods are here for Farming Simulator 25, and today we're going to take a look at all of them. In total, we got 13 mods, all platforms, 6 new and 2 updates, and PC and Mac players 4 new and 1 update. We also got that update to Alma, Missouri, which is very, very nice to see. If there's anything you want to see first, definitely check your timestamps. Otherwise, let's jump right in. Starting off, new ones for all platforms are the Semi, Fortis, and Virtus pack from Just Farming. They're the ones that do all the wild and crazy animations. And yes, don't you worry, one of them's got those crazy animations. Let's go! As far as the first model, the Fortis 160-190, of course, we've got a between 166 and 193 horsepower. That's going to come with a manual transmission, multiple different wheel brands and tires. We do have fender options for the front, and we've got a front loader for quickie and Hauer. Other specs, we've got 160 liters of fuel, goes 31 miles an hour. As for the Virtus, well, this one we've got between 126 and 143 horsepower. We do have a power shift transmission in this, which is very nice. If it looks familiar, it's, well, pretty based off of the Deutz that we've got. We do have a Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, Wittgenstein, and Nokian tire setup. Gotta love having those twins on there, though. Fenders, of course, at the front, just like the previous one. Quickie and Hauer setups. We do have a rim color, which is nice on this one. Ooh, that looks mean. And we've got full and basic animations. So I've got the standard version with the gray wheels, and I've got the advanced version in the black wheels here. Just wanted to kind of go through these and show them to you. So if we just take a look at the standard set, we do have a setup for the inside where we've got the wheel there. You've also got the rear glass, so that's pretty cool. And we've got the top glass as well. And we can also open the driver's side door. But that is it. If we come over here, we have not one, but 3 control groups doing everything. So we've got our driver door. We've also got the other side door. I think that may be one of the only animations where the player doesn't grab it. If we go take a look at some of the other stuff, we've got the top glass, which he goes up and opens up himself. That's kind of neat. And the back glass, which our player opens and closes. If we go into control group number 2, this is going to be more interior stuff. So we can move around that monitor right there, so you can tilt it up and down. Sorry if it looks like I'm going up and down. I apologize. I just want to show you all this. It's super neat. If we go check out even more, so we can move up and down the buddy seat on the side. That's cool. Close and raise the top. And we can even raise and lower the steering wheel right there. If we go in even more, we've got mirrors on both sides, which could be opened up. And finally, we've got a hood, which opens up. Yay! That's so cool. There's so many options. If you guys are looking for realistic roleplay, kind of that kind of thing, check out Just Farming and look for their option animations. What do they call these things again? I've forgotten already. Full animations. Look for their mods with full animations. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Next up, we got the John Deere 3756G Excavator. We've been talking about this one a little bit in Farm Sim News, but it is out now. Kitty 456 is the model. We have 2 different excavators. So we have the live heel, which is really kind of your thing that moves everything around. Then you have the fast coupler. So if we drop it and take a look at that, this is kind of your pure excavator setup right there. Then we also have a few different setups here. So we have a log grabble of dangle and fixed, and then a log grab of dangle and fixed. So you go with either one. We're going to take a look at this one first because I think this will be more relevant to most players. So you could either do the fast coupler. You can also throw on just a grab there. If you're never going to change it, you could do that as well. Windows, we have a tinted set, beacon lights around towards the top, and then you can either do the outdoor camera target for chassis or cab. So it's going to be kind of based around back or front area. Then we have color options. Very nice to see that. Gotta love that. I love that yellow on there. We do have a main color number 2, which is going to be basically the entire metal bits and bobs. The grapple color, of course, we don't have a grapple on there now, but that would change that color. And then tracks, you can even change those track colors too, if that's something that you want to do. Now, if we take a look at the live heel, this one's kind of be very similar. You can do the dangle attachment. This is where some nice things could attach to the front of that, but you could just go with the grab, which I imagine most people will, and then everything else is exactly the same there. Taking a look at some of these bits and bobs here, you can change up the color, but there's nothing else. Additionally, because it would use the fast coupler, or the first one that we showed off, it does work with all excavator attachments, which is very, very cool. Now, as far as animations go, this one's kind of interesting because instead of going up and down, this right here, which is going to be our left bumper and right stick up and down, it goes in and out. We've also got the left to right tilt, so that is nice to see. And then we've also got up and down and a little tilty boy. And if we press both, that's what's going to control all of our action. So let's come on down here. Please grab. It's not grabbing. Helps if you go the right way with it. So there you go. I'm just using one of the base game grabs so you can kind of see how it works. Obviously right here, we've got control of the grabby boy bit there. Yeah, I'm not a loader operator. I'll leave this up to the professionals. A lot of you guys are better than me. Most everybody's better than me at loaders. So there's that. Yeah, there's really not a lot to it, but I will tell you this. It does have a party piece, and I do find this kind of interesting. So if we click on our cab, we can actually fold it down. So it folds down for operating, messing around with it, and transport, which is kind of cool. Next up from the SMI modding team, we have their New Holland Foldbar 616. This is the crossplay version of the Foldbar they released earlier this week, the Manor Foldbar. This is also a returning mod from Farm Sim 22, so heads up there. We do have the New Holland logos on the side. We can change up the decals, so you got kind of an older and newer style there. I like the decal white because everything kind of matches up. You do have different attachments though, because this hooks up to a forage harvester. We have New Holland, Kloss, John Deere, Kroll, Fendt, all of those are in there. And you've even got the color options for all of them, including black, so you can make it work with everything. This is your kind of like mower replacement for the front of a forage harvester. So you mow up grass, turns it into grass, throws it in, yada, yada, yada. But then you can also use this to mow down all of your other crops, with the exception of corn. You can't mow down corn with this and turn it into chaff, but everything else can as well. And if you're curious, this is going to be a replacer for like the Kloss Direct Disc 5000, the Kroll X Disc 620, mods like that. That's what this is replacing. Next, we have the Lizard Trailer Pack. This one's from Fast Farming, and it is the Lizard version of their Donnelly Trailer Pack, which actually came out back in March. So long time between this and that, over 5 months. So that's pretty wild. With this pack, we get 4 trailers in here. So you've got a 42x7, 16x8, 18x8, and 20x8. That part's really not going to matter too much for you, but capacity options will. And do keep in mind, these are forage trailers. These are not going to be bulk trailers, so you're going to be using these mainly for running chaff in the field. Might be able to use it with the previous mod, the disc. That'd be pretty cool. So our first one, 17,008 to 21.9. Then we have a 26.8, 31.3 to 35, and then 35.7 up to 40.4. So you do have a pretty big setup through there. Configurations, we can kind of change up the shape of these trailers, which is nice, including kind of side loading or front loading setups, multiple different wheel brands and tires to choose from, so you can let this match all of your other stuff. And we got some chunky boys on there too. I'm appreciative. New and old logos can be added for Lizard setups through there. Reflectors can also be added around towards the side and the back, which is wonderful. Handbrake, you've got that, yes and no, around towards the back. And then we've got color options for main, front color, side, 10, and the rim. So you really change this thing up and make it completely unique to yourself. We don't have a lot of rim colors in there, and we only have a few to choose from for the other colors. However, if you've got the unlimited color mod installed from Giant Software, you can do whatever you want. Next to last new one for all platforms, we have the Guilbart KompactAgro 3M5. This one right here is a cultivator. It's a 3.5 meter cultivator. Pretty standard setup through there. We can change up the rear roller, and then we could change up the front, whether you've got the kind of a track eradicators or you just want to eradicate the whole thing. Well, you got that in there as well. 100 horsepower, 3.5 meters, 11 miles per hour. And lastly, we have the Triflash Weight. This is going to be more of a construction style warning sign more than a weight, but it does have the weight, and you can even see at the top it's kind of floating there. That's because that's just going to sit on your tractor. So we've got beacon options set up, so a couple different ones through those. I kind of like these as well. They just kind of make it seem like it's a work zone. We have a couple different pictures through there as well. Text about weight. You can either have it in French, German, French number 2, which French number 2 is English. I kind of feel like they're calling English speakers out there a little bit. But anyway, it's very funny. We also have English there as well, and English 2, which German or French 2, and danger and warning. I don't know, there's a bunch there. We also have the pictogram at the top, which could be changed, and the language there as well. So that's pretty cool. And then we could change up the color to bam. I like it. Couple updates for all platforms today, including Alma, Missouri version 1101. Fix the collision of the wooden bridge near the biogas plant. Rework the navigation bash at the cow barn. And the fence on the main farm can now be removed again. For these changes, a new save game will not be required, so you should be good to go. And Manor Farm shop that word. Verse 1001, collie fixed on the bunker silos. Collision? Just say collision. Belt trigger cow barn made smaller. Farm shop and garden wall floor adjustment fixed. Fix the floating chest placed on the floor, and trigger markers on the small silos moved further inwards. All right, now let's talk about new ones for PC and Mac players. We have the Gascon AKER SS1N. This is a subsoiler, technically in the game, 50 horsepower, 7 mile per hour max speed, and it is a chunker. So this is going to be what you normally would put like one in and then rip everything up. It's got a 1 meter working width on it, so you're not going to be doing much as far as farming simulator goes, but in real life, this will be extremely useful. Next up, the Bomet Carina. This is a cultivator, 48 horsepower, 2.1 meter working width, and 9 miles an hour, and we can even swap it up a little bit. So we do have multiple different sets here, all the way up to 3.2 meters and 2.8 in the middle. No color options, though. Still a nice cultivator. Next to last, we have flashlights. Hands-free. So we've got a regular flashlight in here. We've got a neck light, and we have a headlamp. So we have quite a few of each. We kind of do a little bit of a purchase thing here. It is nice to be able to have light when you're on foot. So there is that. Nope, we don't need that. So here is our Stihl headlamp, which doesn't appear to be turning on, but it turns on there. So there's no visible light from it. That stinks. And then if we come out here, no chainsaw. So oddly enough as well, I think there might be something going on here because I've got 3 mods installed and none of them are showing. I know you can kind of see the flashlight down there, but nothing's really working. I'm not sure what's up with this. Yeah, whenever I go over to this, there's just no light at all. I don't know what's up. You can see the light on the ground, but it's just not there. Does this mod just not work? Am I doing this wrong? I feel like I'm doing this wrong. And your last new one for PC and Mac players is mouse steering. This enables mouse-based control of vehicle steering with fully configurable sensitivity, linearity, dead zone, smoothness, and more. It is showing as version 1.2, but don't worry, they've just updated the version, so the mod has its own version regardless of what game it is in. That's how this modder has decided to do it, and that's pretty cool. You see a lot of PC mods like that. And your only update for PC and Mac players today is AutoRepaint. Could be version 1001. Remove the long text entry repaint. And there it is. That is everything I got for you for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like if you did. Get subscribed if you're new. Enjoy DjGoHam, bam! Double check your notifications. That way you never miss videos like this one. Hope you have an awesome day. We'll see you in the next one.